Hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
And we're watching
Fullmetal Alchemist
Brotherhood.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Full Edel.
What?
Nah, I keep messing it up.
He said Full Edel.
Full Edel.
Fullmetal
Malcolmist.
Alchemist.
What happened last time on Full Edel Alchemist?
Malcolmist. We learned that the way to create a stone, Philosopher's Stone, is with life.
Life.
Yeah,
Which
human
is
life.
Scary.
And they were using prisoners to do it, possibly.
Assumedly.
No, yeah,
There's
they're
two
just-
creepy guys that
Yeah.
we're gonna meet.
Armstrong was like, hey, you can't go there. And then they went there. And then Al got attacked.
Yeah.
With a cleaver guy.
We don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
And-
probably isn't gonna hurt him.
No, I mean, as long as that one thing is still intact on the armor, he should be good.
The glyph.
But and then Gluttony and Lust also attacked Michael Phelps.
Yep.
And we assume he swam down the channel.
And then Lust is going back to Central to meet her dad. Father.
They just said father, yeah. Doesn't necessarily mean dad. It could be maybe a priest or
Dad. I
something.
think she said daddy.
We should go meet father.
We should go meet Father. Let's see if maybe we'll do that this episode. Button. Oh, dodge.
Man, Piccolo trained him
Pretty
well.
well for your size. If you didn't, though, it wouldn't be worth the effort to cut you down.
Who are you?
I'm number 66. Well, that's the name they gave me when I came to work here anyway. I'm going to cut you up nice and neat. All you have to do is sit back and scream.
Dude, Fifth Element.
What is all this?
So they
I bet
sacrifice
this is
him?
what they use to transmute a philosopher's stone.
Yes, that's correct. You're an alchemist, are you?
Oh!
All right then, let's see what you've got. Perhaps I should introduce myself again. 48 is the number I was assigned when I was on death row. I was a mass murderer, you see.
Are they using condemned prisoners like you to make philosopher's stones here?
Well, I can't tell you. They simply recognized my skills, gave me this body, and made me their trusted guard.
I'm sure they gave you a seal too, to serve as a medium between soul and armor.
Yes, I have a blood seal. This is it right here.
That's awfully considerate of you to show me your weak spot.
I like to give myself a little extra challenge during a fight now and then.
We found many bodies on the site where we vanished, but all of them are so decomposed that it's been difficult to identify them. Many people here think it's most likely that he's dead. Is Major Armstrong still in charge of the boys' protective detail?
He was, but a couple of his men have taken over now.
We've been played! I thought it was suspiciously quiet in here.
Major Armstrong's gonna take his shirt off again and yell at us some more, isn't he?
Those brats are going to pay. Did they even think about how this makes us look? Let's go, Sergeant.
What happened? My shoulder doesn't feel right.
The bolt. Yep.
I increased the percentage of chrome so it's less prone to rusting, but it's not as strong, so don't try anything crazy.
I have to find a way to end this quickly.
Summon a weapon.
Looks like he's barely doing it.
Oh!
That's cool.
What a cute little monkey. Right about now, my companion should be finishing off the partner you left outside. He isn't as strong as I am, though.
In that case, no need to worry. You see, we've been sparring partners a long time, and I've still never beaten him.
Damn it! Why can't you sit still for a second and let me cut you up, you big bucket of balls? There's a bit of a story behind that. It all starts with a man by the name of Barry. Once upon a time, right here in Central, there was a butcher named Barry who loved his work. But one day, Barry found that cutting up beef and pork wasn't enough anymore.
That's him, right?
So he took to the streets and began cutting up people instead. In time, of course, Barry was caught. But not before 23 victims had fallen prey to him and his knife. At least, that's what everyone out there believes. Barry isn't actually dead, you see. I am the infamous serial killer, Barry the Chopper! Ah!
The chopper? Really?
Sorry, I've never heard of you.
Fine! But But even if you don't know who I am, shouldn't you at least be a little scared? Shouldn't you be going, ah! Or what happened to your body? Or something? Ah! What happened to your body?
Now that's impolite. When I lost my body, my brother transmuted my soul and bonded it to this armor.
Your brother? Of course, your brother! Are you sure you and your brother are really related?
Well, I guess we don't look that much alike anymore.
No. That's not what I mean. Are you sure that you're not a puppet created and controlled by your so-called brother?
I have memories! I remember who I was before!
And who's to say those memories aren't made up?
But Henry and Granny, they know me.
That's easy. They're in on it too. Trust me.
This area's off limits. Don't move.
Oh!
There's something I need to ask you about.
The Philosopher's Stone?
Yes. Tell me everything you know about it.
Sorry, can't. That's where you're wrong. I'm not beaten yet.
Jeez. Should buy that.
Forget about the body. Bury the
Fullmetal
chop.
Alchemist.
So sad.
I forgot to mention something about this mass murderer Slicer.
His crimes were really done by a pair of brothers.
An independent head and body? That's a dirty trick! Here he comes. I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
Destruction. Yep.
How could you? You
He's wriggling that freaky!
Brother!
As much as I hate to admit it, we've lost. Come on, boy, you've won. Hurry up and destroy us.
No, I'm not a murderer.
With bodies like these, are we really even people?
I consider you people. If I didn't, that would mean I didn't believe my own brother as a person either. I know that my brother is a human being. That means you guys are human too. I will not take the life of another person.
My brother and I have been lying, stealing, cheating, and killing together for as long as we can remember. And now that we're in these pseudo-bodies, we're being treated like humans for the first time. For that boy, I'll give you a parting gift. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you who made the Philosopher's Stone and ordered us to guard this place.
My, that was a close call. Number 48, you should know better than to talk about things that don't concern you.
Brother! Brother! Brother!
You were trying to kill one of our most important sacrifices. Do you understand me? You could have messed up the entire plan. What would we have done then? Huh?
Tell me who you people are. What plan are you talking about? What do you mean when you say important sacrifice? This is a fight that you started, so come on!
Oh no.
Damn it.
Technical difficulty.
Lucky me!
Listen to me well, boy. Always remember we allowed you to live. We can't have him poking around this place again. It's too dangerous. Blow it up.
Blow it up.
Blow it up.
You know what? There's something I've been wanting to tell you for a while, but I guess I've been too afraid to say it.
What was Ed about to tell me?
Yeah.
Just accept it. You'll feel better. You're mine now, little puppet.
Oh.
What?
Stay right there,
Yeah.
or the next one puts a hole in your head.
This isn't going quite as I planned.
Probably just gluttony, just flying through walls.
Sergeant,
Can I
get
eat
down
it?
now.
My brother is still inside the building!
Ed's in there.
Time to get out of here. Hey, you! Get going if I were you.
Brother! Brother!
Take cover, Al, or you're going to get caught in it too.
Ed!
I brought a little present for you.
Brother!
You might want to get him to a hospital as soon as you can. Also, you really should keep a better eye on him, stop him from taking these crazy risks. He's a precious resource.
Oh, well, the prisoners get mad.
All get quiet! Calm down now!
What a lovely sound. I know it well. That's the sound of a building exploding.
close as it is, I'd say it's coming from next door, the 5th laboratory.
You keep it down in there, Kimberly.
Oh, do excuse me. I was just recalling the Ishvalan War of Extermination, and it put me in such a good mood.
Who's that?
And we saw him back
State
in the
Alchemist?
first episode or something like that. Didn't we? Like,
Yeah.
I remember seeing inside a cell.
So things here at Central are pretty hectic. The senior staff in charge of State Alchemist is short-handed, thanks to Scar's killing spree. And a promotion to Central for one Colonel Mustang isn't far off.
Central, huh?
Watch yourself, though. You can't move up the ladder as young as you are without making enemies.
I've been prepared for that from the start.
Just a word of warning from someone who knows the game. You need as many people on your side as you can get your hands on now, Colonel. Which means... get yourself a wife. Seriously? I don't get it. He hung up on me just like that.
Lieutenant Colonel, stop making so many personal phone calls, okay?
Oh, so sorry.
That, and then like whenever they found the little bolt and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We'll see, but I didn't feel like it had a ton to do.
I feel like I get, what's his name, Mustang?
Yeah.
I feel like I get like some bad guy vibes from him.
Well, there was talk of him like being the
fever.
The fever.
Yeah. The fever.
The fever.
Yeah. It was a cool episode. It was cool seeing more of those
Warforged.
Warforged. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called really. You know, that's a D&D term, but
yeah.
It's a soul basically bound to a suit of armor.
Yeah.
Just like that.
So I guess the glowy eyes is an
indicator.
Yeah, it's like an on light. I guess I don't know because it didn't. The one when you take your head off and you put it back down onto his body, then they started to glow again.
Yeah. Well, because think of with Al, his is on the back of his suit, so his body is always active.
Yeah.
If his head falls off, he still moves. With that one, it was on the back of his head, so I think that's why he grabbed it and was talking to it. But then the other one had another one on the suit because it was his brother. So that's why that's why Al's eyes turn off when his head falls off because his soul is attached to the armor's chest and stuff, not the head.
Yeah. And that's also why when Edward split the one guy in half, how his top half was still moving, but his bottom half wasn't.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't one of those glyphs.
So there were two souls inside of that suit of armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
What that feels.
I wonder if one can just talk and the other one moves and talks. I don't know.
I mean, maybe when the head's on there, maybe he has control of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then when he's off, then the other one has control, you know?
I was trying to form in my head theory that, like, when their armor was completed, then the eyes would glow. But
his eyes always glowed.
Yeah, his eyes always glowed.
Because he had it attached.
Yeah. So, anyway, okay. Well, that was, like I said, that was interesting seeing that. And the fights were cool, too.
Fights are real cool.
I enjoy the fights a lot. I wish he would have just summoned a, weapon like he usually does.
Yeah.
You know, he always, summons that spear.
Yeah, you use a little blade.
He said a little blade.
Yeah, he should have done that instead of
the
using
worst
his
weapon to
arm,
use.
which was breaking. Quit using your breaking arm. You summon your spear thing that you used.
Yeah. Some places call it the 5th lab that they blew up, right?
That place is the 5th lab, yeah.
I wonder if there's like a 4th lab.
Well, there was a third that they said last time.
They showed on the map several oh, this one here. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's closed.
Yeah.
So that's why they went there because it was closed.
Well,
and
it's next to a prison.
Which prisoners on Descents.
So number 66 and 48.
Yeah.
Number 48 is actually 2 people.
Yeah. Well, he just called it number 48 because that was his prison number. So
Yeah.
I had to assume there was probably another
I don't
prison
know.
number in there.
I don't know if to expect that there's going to be that many different bodies that are back alive. I would assume they had stuff on death row, and if there's ones that they thought were going to be helpful fighters and that kind of stuff, they put them into armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the number of people that have been turned, right? It
would have been his death row number.
Death row
I mean,
number,
there's
yeah.
probably if there was 48, there were probably 47 before him.
Yeah.
But if if someone went and was killed because they murdered a person, they might not be as good of fighters, so it might not be worthy of keeping that body. But someone who killed 23 or whatever people, they might be a better person to be able to keep.
So the people on death row, I don't think it's like you were sacrificed and then your soul can go to one of these things, or is it one or the other?
They sacrifice their bodies.
Yeah.
That's what the
life is what it takes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what 48
Well,
said.
we talked about it before. Is life meaning a soul or not? Because life might not necessarily mean a soul. It might just mean the body and this is where you live and this is where your life is.
Yeah.
I mean, they were saying are we even people? Are we even alive?
So is Al dead?
Yeah, like where does the line? And he's like, no, I can't say that. This would be murdering a person, because if I don't think so, then
I believe
my
it's
brother's
still
not alive.
murder. Like the corporeal form isn't there, but the soul,
The consciousness is there.
Yeah, but the show's gonna be finding that line of like what is considered life.
Yeah.
Is it the soul that has to be sacrificed, or is it just the body, and then we're gonna take that soul and attach it to something else, and we've still made the sacrifice we needed.
Yeah. So is the soul attached to?
I would assume that they sacrificed the body, or they were just on death row, and whenever they died, they're like, well, I want to keep them here. And
Well,
we
he
do this.
said, 48 said that he was sacrificed, and then they took his soul.
The
and-
166 said he was just hung on the gallows too.
Yeah.
So was that a sacrifice too, or was he just killed and they took his soul from that?
Well,
too?
that's what he said. That's what everyone on the outside thinks. So that wasn't even real.
Well, yeah, because
Poses questions.
66 said, "I'm not he's actually not dead." He used the word "not dead," so he at least believes that he's not dead.
Yeah. Then he started going on about all that stuff. It's like, are you even your brother's brother?
I didn't buy any of that at all.
I do wonder what Edward wanted to tell him though, because that was
Yeah.
that last episode. He was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I need to tell you," and they got interrupted. I don't know
Gotta
what
be
it would
something to do with
maybe
the
it was
things they saw.
Maybe it was what he saw up in there and why he's
Yeah.
so good
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. Maybe it had to do with that. He's guys afraid to tell you about this stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think the important sacrifice is that Les is talking about?
Maybe they know the information or his connection that he had with the thing up in the wherever they went,
And that
the
his,
god or
his
whatever.
soul is more valuable, like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
But it's got to be Edward is the important sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine Alphonse is being not a body or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that's been tainted the way it has, like that lost its arm because of what it did. Maybe that makes it more valuable somehow or something. I don't know.
Maybe like because he did stuff that was taboo, they're trying to balance everything out, so they want him really bad, so they're willing to pay more.
I don't know.
Maybe because he met whatever that thing is, he's more valuable.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because if that was the case, then why did they give him all that information?
And he can do alchemy without glyphs. There's something special about that.
So there's got to be some kind of extra power with him. That's why he's like the ultimate sacrifice. Maybe sacrificing him gives you 10 stones or something. I don't know.
That would be a lot.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I figured they would have tried to taken him then, instead of saving him and delivering him. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, he's gonna fight it, so maybe they just didn't want him to fight. Maybe he has more use being out doing, like maybe they can use him.
Like he's still trying to catch
find
Scar.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking maybe they weren't able to revive him, so they got him there, make sure he lives.
Well, I think that wouldn't be the issue. It's easier to have someone doing their own thing to where you don't have to keep an eye on them like a prisoner or something like that. It's easier to lead them into a trap and them be where you want them to be when you want them to be there, rather than trying to keep a guard on them and keep them prisoner all the time.
Yeah.
And plus, they've got plans and stuff going on too. That
It would also be hard to hold on to him.
Yeah.
Like where are you gonna put him if he can do any of his alchemy?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard
If
to.
he
like,
has his arm.
It's gonna be hard to put him in a place to keep him trapped.
You can just go through the wall.
Yeah, or destroy him like he did the one guy.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of funny or poetic that this meat cleaver guy that is so in love with destroying or cutting meat is fighting a giant metal guy with no meat.
Yeah.
It bugs me that he was called Barry
the Chopper.
The Chopper.
What?
Why not Barry the Butcher? He was chopping meat. Like, why Chopper? Just make him a butcher. Barry the Butcher.
He was
alliteration.
Chopper?
Alliteration.
Yeah.
I feel like it was Barry the Butcher, and then in the English translation, they messed it up.
Just for no reason other than being like,
Well,
you
no,
just make
it
a chopper.
happens before.
Yeah,
but
it's mistranslation.
you know,
maybe
I feel like that's what happened.
They want to be more literal, so they didn't have a butcher.
He's just chopping meat.
He
wasn't a butcher. He just
English don't have a word for butcher. Yeah.
No, well, it wasn't butcher. Like maybe when they come up with his name, maybe it wasn't B&B. The literal translation sounded better as chopper paired with his name.
Yeah.
Then
I'm just thinking that in like Japan, like maybe the way the words are, maybe they don't have a butcher. Maybe the same word means butcher and chopper together.
Maybe the word for butcher starts with the letter of the word for Barry.
That's what I just said.
Maybe they don't have the name Barry in Japan, you know? They had some other names and stuff, but maybe it worked out.
Yeah.
But
That doesn't bother me. I like the name
I
of the
hate
chopper.
it. Hate it.
I hate it.
That's a weird thing to hate.
I'm indifferent.
Barry the Butcher.
You have to go for it.
Okay.
What do you think is going on with her fingers? Is she using alchemy doing that? And if so, where is she getting that material from?
She's probably taking it out of her boots.
If it's her blood, though, she could just
Yeah.
The one guy made a spear out of blood.
So her gloves are blood?
No.
Because she's doing it with the fingers. She's doing it with the gloves as well.
It could be.
It could just not be alchemy.
Could be hair.
It might not even be a glove.
Yeah.
Could be elastic.
Could
be tin foil.
Theories.
I don't know if that would punch metal. So yeah, I don't know what that is. I think it's. I'm assuming it's alchemy.
Yeah.
But I don't know how. Can you use alchemy to just eat anything you want to with gluttony? Or is it something else?
I mean, they have special properties. That one guy can change his entire body's appearance.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering where that is in the math and science of alchemy. I know they're using glyphs, so it has to be alchemy somehow.
Yeah.
But it's like not something we've ever really seen yet.
I assume that she's using her blood because she has that thing like near like her heart. So I just picture blood, lust. It kind of works. And then gluttony has one on his tongue, so he just has extra power with his tongue and eating and stuff.
Yeah.
And then greed has one on his.
I suppose they could be using. I mean, if they're involved with these guys, they could be using some kind of Philosopher's Stone power. We know that gets rid of the law of equivalent exchange.
Maybe they made like seven Philosopher's Stones, and they have this deadly sins and stuff, and they all have powers that are weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That are exactly like the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like, hey, what a coincidence! All of our powers match up to what these terrible people can do. Let's do terrible things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange stuff. A lot of strange stuff in this show. A lot of silly stuff in this show. But I'm really liking this show.
Yeah, me too.
Good. Let's watch the show next week. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. If you would like to watch more, you can right now at patreon.com.
Now!
Ooh, oh, see that echo?
Echo.
We have the next one up right now, and you can subscribe to make sure you don't miss it on YouTube as well.
Well.
Penis.